because in the months since then, I've also been making more calls. And so when this stuff happened recently, I was at the bottom of the rabbit hole already, and everything I have found out from personally talking to 11 sources who have directly dealt with her.
Yes.
Oh my
firsthand.
God.
I am here to say a couple of things to you guys. Number one is that I need to change the foremost policy of talking about Jordon Hudson.
And that is?
I'm going to start calling her Jordon Hudson.
Which is funny because I've noticed people online have started calling her Jordon, and I said, Pablo led the charge.
Yeah. It's just now a real story.
Yes, fair. Totally fair, agree with.
And when you talk to 11 people, I do want to demonstrate some open-mindedness to the
that's
quest.
That's as many herbs and spices as there are, if I'm not mistaken.
Right, and that's the herbs and spice line. Once you hit that, you're really in on the story.
We've hit the KFC threshold.
That's right.
And so, too, there are questions about how original is this recipe?
Wow, beautifully done.
It's like you guys had worked on that, and I'm here to say they hadn't.
We absolutely haven't. But the recipe for this story is there is some Succession. There is some Dawson's Creek. There is certainly some Lifetime movie, the story of arguably the greatest coach in the history of not just football, but everything. And a couple of breaking news updates since what has happened publicly since we last gathered. Number one, okay? 2 sources at the University of North Carolina tell me that there has been a decision, it was made last week, by the higher-ups inside the athletic department that had hired Bill Belichick to be the highest-paid public employee, not just coach, in the state of North Carolina at $10 million a year. And that decision was that Jordon Hudson is no longer allowed in the football building.
Okay.
She is not allowed on the football field. Quote, don't think you'll be hearing much from Jordon moving forward.
Wow.
Dang, not in the building?
That's a little flippant. I feel like that is what is done with a distraction, and a team is within its rights to do that when it comes to external distractions.
Now, do we think, maybe we know, I don't know if we know, do we think this is like the athletic director at UNC being like, this is a problem? Or do you think it's Bill going to the athletic director and being like, I would really love it if you said this was a problem?
They said you can't come.
Yeah,
I would love to have you there.
Oh my God,
you're my cheerleader.
Who's got tarier heels than you?
You're my cheerleader.
You gotta be there, babe. But
they
Donnie's
are saying,
on my back.
Bubba Cunningham.
Is that his name? Bubba Cunningham?
Bubba, you know the way Bubba's.
You know how Bubba can be.
Listen, he's tough.
I think Bubba's jealous, honestly. I wouldn't say it to him, but I think Bubba's jealous.
Yeah.
That's my Bill Belichick impression.
That's really good.
That's ours.
Yeah, the most animated he's ever been.
So the theory of why any of this happening is a relevant conversation that I'm gonna ask you to put a pin in that.
Okay.
Because the second update is that Bill Belichick's family is extraordinarily concerned about what has transpired. One Belichick family source told me, quote, there is deep worry for how detrimental Jordon can be for not just North Carolina, but Bill's legacy, reputation, everything he has built and worked for over decades. End quote. In fact, the family has been digging into Jordon Hudson as well in a parallel way.
So they are conducting research.
They are
asking
also
questions
in a rabbit hole.
They're talking to 11 herbs and spices.
I mean, might be understating the spiciness, honestly, at this point, in terms of how this has gone behind the scenes. Because number 3,
oh boy,
what I've been told is that Bill Belichick entrusted Jordon Hudson with the power to run his new media empire. Quote, Jordon was my boss. To quote another, the level of cockiness to go along with the absence of resume is stunning. And the idea that Bill Belichick may not realize exactly the damage he's done to himself and certainly his legacy and also to his reputation as a coach. And so, yes, this will be a story about leadership and genius and privacy and discipline and also, crucially, the illegal sale of injectable erectile dysfunction drugs.
Sorry?
Wait, what did you say?
I'm sorry, what?
After the break.
Oh my God.
Monetization is killing everything.